Hello and welcome to InstaSave. Thanks for stopping by and picking up this package. I think you guys are really going to enjoy this. I want to welcome everyone who has invested in InstaSave. You also are going to get the InstaWin template as well as a bonus if you are in one of my Facebook groups. So anyway, what is InstaSave? Well, this is a very, very unique and simple way to offer a client or yourselves a way to give customers, potential customers, an instant savings off their bill. So this system can be, and this is the actual pop-up already engaged, and it is over top of the InstaSave website sales page. But this can be embedded on a client's website, preferably on their cart page, so on their store page when someone is visiting their store and they're shopping and they add some things to their shopping cart. Well, you can have this pop up for them to save instantly. So if they're going through and they're looking at prices and they're expecting to pay $39, and then they see a pop-up like this that says save instantly, and they play a little game here where they click one to see how much they're actually going to save, and as soon as they click one, it's going to tell them, okay, we saved 5%. Well, in order to get that coupon code to apply to their bill inside the cart, they would need to fill out a form, which is an autoresponder, which is going to send back the 5% discount. And obviously, we can have other things that's sent back from that email. We can have a link to the back to the sales page, information about the business, whatever it may be. You can get very creative with, excuse me, with autoresponder opt-ins. But the nice thing here is there's a link directly to the store, so we can send them right over to the store, and then they can check their email, and then they have access to that. Or if they are on the page as it is, all they have to do is close the pop-up and just check their email, and then they'll have that code where they can go right into the cart where they've saved their items and get their instant discount. So very, very easy to set this up. And we tell them that they can also redeem it online, which they're doing here. They can call in. If it's a service type business and they want to set an appointment, they can call in and they can provide that code to the merchant. And then they can actually bring in the code. So they could take the code with them on their phone, show them the email with their code, or just mention it, whatever it may be. And there's another option I'll get into in just a moment. But the standard way of using this would be over top of a website, above someone's shopping cart page or their store page where where their customers are shopping. So I'll refresh it again to show you the pop-up from the start. And they have 4 choices here. So I just picked the first one, but whatever they choose, it's going to give them a different discount. So you can see here, if I would have selected this one, it's going to give me 15% off. But the thing is, they can't hit a back button. There's no back button. They can't X out of here and then retry to get a different code, because you can set this up in Engageifier, excuse me, where it only will allow the pop-up to show once per visitor. So there's a lot of ways you can set that up, where it can be per session. You can set an amount of time, maybe it's a week or 2. You want to offer another discount to them. Well, the pop-up won't display for however long you designate, or once per session. So you have full control over how often this will pop up. So they can't refresh the page and do what I'm doing right now, because I have it set in testing mode. So you'd want to change that inside of Engageifier. And yes, this works with Engageifier. You must have Engageifier software for InstaSave templates to work. So each coupon that they click will give them a different discount. Very, very simple concept here. Just really not confusing at all for them. And they just choose one, and whatever it is, it's going to be whatever discount that you set forth with the business, whether it's 5%, 10%, 15, 20, or even more. You would determine that with the merchant. And then they also have an opportunity to share the actual page, which they would be sharing the page where the pop-up is. So you would be sharing, or they would be sharing the the store page of the business with this pop-up. So kind of some nice advertising built in there. In terms of what's included with the package, well, you get all the elements. You're gonna have the core template, which is a starting point. You have to request this through Wishloop, and they will add this to your account, and you'll have a template that looks like this, or very similar to this. And you are able to go in, and another video I'm going to show you how to do that. You'll be able to go in and change out the headers, change out these tags, even change out this choose one image, the backgrounds, change out the backgrounds, even add a logo here if you want. So there's a lot of things that you can change out, and they're all indexed and categorized for you so you know where you are. So I'll go in and add a different save header here, and it will just, in Engagify, all I'll do is double click on it, and it will open up the images on my hard drive. And once you select one, it's just going to put it right in the same place here. You don't have to resize it. You shouldn't have to resize it. It should just place it right in here so it perfectly matches up. And there's different colors, different images here, so that you can really match up to a client's website. Try to include as many colors as possible for you. And the same, most of the tags here, the save instantly tags, they have different, most of them are with this black background, but they do have different color fonts here with the text. It's different color so that you can match that up as well. Same with the arrow here, okay? So that is all included, and there's a lot of information on how to add these elements into the Engagify template, the core template that comes with it. Really simple to do. And then once you do that, you don't have to change any of the links because all the links are set for you. It's just, you just can keep everything as is, and you can create a brand new template from a multitude of different elements, different colors and styles, and have all the links remain intact. Obviously now I would want to, I'll get in, let me actually talk about these additional pages here that are really invisible unless you make them visible. So there's a map page here where you can add a client's map, and there it is. So you can add their location for their business in here, put their address up here, and now you've a customized map page. So you're able to do that. There is a page template. If you don't do anything with it, it's not going to show. There's no linking to it. So if you do add this page, you will need to add a button or a text link on the main page to link to that. Same thing with an extra page. There's an extra page created here where you can add another coupon amount or something else that you want to enter here. You're able to do that with the extra page. Okay, so we go to the start page, and here we are. And if I was going to add that map, a link to the map, I would add a button like this, something similar to that. Over here where it says, you know, find us, or directions to our store or to our office or whatever it may be. So, but that's purely optional if you want to add this. Just going to remain invisible. If you don't, same with the extra page, it's going to remain invisible unless you link over to it. There's really 4 main links, okay? So on the discount pages, what you're going to get here is these tags, these large opt-in tags, where we are putting the form. This is where we have the actual autoresponder form. So all you would do is click on this element, and then you would change it to your autoresponder. But the difference with the versions is the color of this text, okay, so that you can kind of match it up a little bit to the style of the website that you're using in the background. The same thing here. The background color here, instead of green, there's blue, there's yellow, there's gray, there's all different types of colors. And then we want to make this a link. This image would link over to their store of your client. Okay, and there's different versions of this as well. So all I would have to do is inside of Engagify, double click on this image. It'll bring up the images on my hard drive, and I would add in a different style. Very easy to change. These will remain the same all throughout. So it's really easy to customize this template and really make it unique to your client. And then of course you can create your own custom images based on the templates that I've provided. And this is the background here that you would change to be relevant to the niche or the industry that you're working with. That displays. You see the background shows up over here as well. And I keep refreshing the page here to show you the first page, because you can't just hit a back button and be able to see the pop-up again. And once you set it, they won't be able to refresh it at all. It just won't show. If they make a selection or if they X out right here, either way, okay? So another way this can be used, the InstaSave system can be used as a kiosk type setup, maybe at a trade show, or you can even have this on a tablet at a place of business, at the register where they check out. So, I mean, picture this, you're checking out and your bill's $50, and then the store clerk says, hey, well, you can save instant in your bill right now. We have a little contest going on where, or a little challenge where you can see how much you could possibly save off your bill today. So they would click one of these, tap one of these, and let's say they tap this one. Well, it's just going to save them 10%. Right away, they just saved 10% off their bill. So now they're saving $5 off the $50 bill, and that becomes $45. Pretty nice savings there, and they're gonna have a happy customer. Shows a lot of goodwill for the business and makes the customers really feel good about the purchase. So in order for them to grab this 10% savings, they need to fill out the form, and it's going to send them back. They would go to their phone or the tablet and check their email, and then they would grab the code and they would present that to the clerk to get the 10% off. And now the business has just collected a lead. So very simple, okay? They could also encourage them to share it if they like. So they could share the actual page with their Facebook group. And then you can add a Twitter in here if you want. Through Engagify, you can add different social networks. But the key here is to really keep it simple. Obviously, if we're doing an in-store setup with a tablet or a kiosk at a flea market or a trade show, we don't need the map pages. We probably don't need the extra pages. And all of these elements, just for reference here, these won't show up. You would delete all of these. Okay, everywhere. These are just for your use only, to show you what you're getting. All these little images here, they would not show up on the final template. I would just delete those elements. I'll show you that on the forthcoming video. So all we would have was this box here, this header image, and then the coupon tags here, the share image and the text at the bottom, which you can change, and then the little reminder message that comes up if they have not made a selection. Same thing over here. We would delete this. We would delete this right here. These are just extra images. Same with there. Now we just have this. So that is the InstaSave system. Very, very simple for you to use as well as a client to understand. Very simple because of Engagify to take this functionality and add to their website. You can even create a WordPress plugin and add it to their WordPress installation. Very, very simple to get fantastic results with something like this. And there's a lot of mileage you can get out of a very simple system like this that doesn't require hardly any time at all to set up. And I've made it easy for you to get a customized look and feel because of all the different background templates that, again, are automatically sized perfectly too for the template itself. So once you add an image background through Engagify or interface, it will format perfectly in the right size. So all that is done for you with the core template that you will need to request inside of the membership area. And hopefully you'll take this and make it your own. Get out and make some money with it. I think it's a fantastic opportunity for any local consultant, and I really hope you enjoy it. So welcome aboard, and thank you for investing. Bye now.